Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Raven Graphics and UWU Motorsports 360 Sprint Car Outlaw Series. Tonight, the finale, we come to Lanier National Speedway. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday evening. We are live to 4 different sites, or 4 different pages here. First of all, we are live on the Dirt Slingers Racing League Facebook page. So make sure you head over to Dirt Slingers Racing League and hit the like and follow button. We are live on Twitch tonight on twitch.tv/Brett Wheeler. Go over there and you can also hit the follow button as well. You can watch that in 1080p. And of course, we're live on Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page and also our YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, also in 1080p. 720p on Facebook as well. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit like and follow on the Facebook Ultimate Dirt TV page. Just a short car count here, a small car count for tonight's finale. And Derek Walker all but wrapping up the series. He is in the pit area for tonight, so pretty much securing the championship for the Outlaw series. We are just waiting on race control to send it over into heat number 1. But before we get there, let's play the Star Spangled Banner real quickly. In fact, we'll wait for that because heat number 1 is about to roll onto the racetrack. It should be 2 heats. We'll have 6 cars in each heat, so 10 laps of distance around Lanier. Then half of those drivers will go into the trophy dash, and then the other remaining 6 drivers will go into a B main. So we get set for heat number 1 next time by. We'll go green flag racing, starting on the pole in the steel cycle. 122, it is Brandon Steele. To his outside in car number 20, it's Derek Walker. Out of position number 3, it's the 98 of Nathan Puckett. Out of position 4, it's the 41 of Jeff Peterson. In the Team 70 Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints, car number 32, Jason Nygaard lines up out of 5, and Big Bad Bob Ramundo starts position number 6. Heat 1 on the board, and we are underway in green flag racing here at Lanier National Speedway. Steele leads the opening lap. Walker back in 2nd spot. You're watching on screen the battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th at the moment. Peterson, Puckett. Now here comes Nygaard. There is contact. Nygaard half spins the car, but keeps it going. From window on the outside of Puckett. 2 down. In the opening heat of the night, you watch your front 2 drivers, Brandon Steele and Derek Walker, starting to drive away from the rest of the competition here in the opening heat race of the night. Walker closing in on your race leader, Brandon Steele, into turn number 3 and 4. Both run on the low side of the racetrack. Steele into the wall on the front straightaway. Now Walker down to the low side. Steele drifts up for turn number 2. Side by side into 3 and 4 we go. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. The battle is on for the race lead. And Brandon Steele has it at the moment. Walker trying to make it work on the inside. He's going to pick up the race lead going into 3 and 4 with a slide jump. And here comes Brandon Steele back underneath. Steele with a return slider into 1 and 2. Now here comes Jeff Peterson in the 41 in 3rd, while Steele and Walker are putting on a great show up front. We've got 3 laps to go, and here comes the 41 of Peterson. Steele with another slider on Walker. Walker smartly crosses him underneath there at turn 2. 2 laps to go. They are still side by side off for turn number 4 on the front straightaway. Oh, Walker got into the back of Steele. That could be the moment that cost him a heat win. 1 lap to go. Walker's got one more chance to do it. Has Peterson got anything for Walker? Steele down the back straight away for the final time in heat race number 1. Goes to the bottom side, protects it. Off for turn number 4. Checkers are out. Brandon Steele getting the job done. What a great race up front between Walker and Steele. Steele coming away with the win. Second went to Walker. Peterson home in third. Fourth was Raimundo. Fighting back to fifth was Jason Nygaard and Nathan Puckett. Finishing 6 cars in heat race number 1. 10 laps of distance here in each heat race. We'll see another 3 heat races. We'll see the drivers Walker and Steele, who started on the front row, will start in the final row of their next heat race. Heat number 2 up next. Last week's feature winner in the 777, Travis Snyder Jr. is going to be in this one. Heat number 2 on the racetrack. We'll take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. The 777 of Travis Snyder Jr. starts on pole to his outside in the 45 at Stoyal Lowrance. At a position 3, it's the 23 of Mike Peterson. At a position 4, it's the 80 of Joshua Steinke. At a position 5, the 31 of Roger Wagner. And to his outside at a position 6, it's the 132 of Derek Layton. Here we go. 10 laps on the board. Heat number 2. We're underway. Wagner making it 3 wide, going from 5th to 3rd on the opening stretch. And into turns 1 and 2, into 3 and 4 now. Snyder lead lap number 1. Lowrance and go back to Peterson and Wagner side by side. Steinke, well, he was chewed up and spat out. He's gone back to position number 5. Wagner outside, inside on Peterson. The 2 make contact into 1 and 2. We go. Caution on the speedway. Caution flying flies for the first time here this evening. So 2 laps in the books, 8 laps to go. In fact, let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. See what happened to these drivers. So you see Peterson with a somewhat of a little slide job. Wagner crossed underneath it. And the 2 just trying to fight for the same bit of real estate here. And green flag is back out and we're back underway here in the resumption of heat race number 2. So a bit of luck there for Steinke. Wagner and Layton. Layton comes together. He's half spun on the back straight away. Oh, staying green for the moment. Those cars are going to now check up on the racetrack. Not sure what Wagner was doing there. Let's go back and have a look at our replay, our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. So I believe we're still going to have 8 to go. In heat race number 2, Travis Snyder Jr., your race leader. After picking up the win last week at Eldora. And an emotional man in victory lane, and rightly so. He got the job done, holding off Derek Walker last week in a green-white checker. So a bit of a false start there, so green flag next time by. 8 laps to go still. Only to 3 and 4. 3 down, 7 to run in heat race number 2. Snyder holding off Lowrance for the race lead. Joshua Steinke in the 80 machine. Well, he's just waiting for a mistake from one of these 2 drivers. There's a little mistake from Lowrance. Now Steinke goes up top in the corners number 3 and 4. Lowrance comes up the racetrack, now comes back down and halfway home, 5 down. Here comes Peterson and Wagner again. Battle is on for 2nd and 3rd and also 4th and 5th. 4 to go. Snyder continues to lead this one. Hello, Lewis. A shame you're not racing this one. 3 to go here at Lanier National Speedway for the finale of the Outlaw Series. Snyder continues to lead on the bottom side of the racetrack with just 2 laps to go. Lowrance, Steinke, Wagner, and Peterson going to fire back on the inside. No, but Wagner shuts it all. 1 to go. In fact, that was the checkered flag. Travis Snyder getting the win. Home in 2nd was Lowrance in the 45. Joshua Steinke home in 3rd. Wagner in 4th. Peterson in 5th. And Derek Layton in position 6. So heat 2 done and dusted. We'll have heat race number 3 up next. Stick around for that one. Just 2 more heat races here this evening. Then we'll get into the trophy dash. We'll have a B main and then the main event as well. Heat number 3 on the racetrack. Waiting for the drivers to get into their correct positions. Starting on the pole in caliber 53, it's Bob Ramundo. To his outside in the team set, he said Group Holdings, Wicked Cushions, Colby's iPads, Next Gen Fab, caliber 32, it's Jason Nygaard. At a position number 3 in caliber 41, it's Jeff Peterson. At a position number 4 in caliber 98, it's Nathan Puckett. At a position 5 in caliber 20, it's going to be your 360 Outlaw Series champion after tonight. In caliber 20, it's Derek Walker. Brandon Steele starts out of position 6, and Christopher Taggart in the Hot Wheels 26 starts out of position 7. We go green. Heat race number 3, Ramundo makes a mistake on the inside, losing 4, nearly 5 positions on the opening lap, and Jason Nygaard Lee's lap number 1. Peterson been solid so far for tonight. Sitting back there in second spot. Then you go back to Derek Walker in third. Walker to the outside in turns 1 and 2. In fact, well, it's through the middle of the racetrack, but it's on the top groove at the moment. Nygaard leads from Peterson, Walker and Brandon Steele. Here comes Walker, picks up second spot into turns 1 and 2. Peterson, that one mistake off for turn number 4. It may just cost him, but he's going to fight back into 3 and 4. 4 down, 6 to go. Great battle going on between Walker and Peterson. Walker's been in the thick of it all night so far. Here comes your Heat 1 winner, Brandon Steele, on the top side of the racetrack as well. Nygaard out in front by about 5 car lengths. Closing in on a couple of laps to go. Taggart back to the pits. Steele put the slider on Raimundo. You're watching Brandon Steele on the SteelCycle.com entry in the 122. He will be already in tonight's trophy dash. He picked up the win in heat number 1, but as the laps wind down, Jason Nygaard leading the field through turns number 3 and 4, looking to secure himself a spot in tonight's trophy dash as well. Into 3 and 4, what I think is the final time. Walker one last chance, but no, not close enough. Jason Nygaard gets the job done, and also turning the fastest lap of anyone so far tonight after 3 heat races with a 12.649. Walker home in second, Peterson home in third, Steele home in fourth, Bob Raimundo in fifth, Nathan Puckett in 6th, and Christopher Taggart home in 7th. Our final heat race up next. Stick around. You're watching the final of the Ultimatedirttv Raven Graphics and UWU Motorsports 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, the Outlaw Series at Lanier National Speedway. Final heat rolling onto the racetrack. And after this one, there'll be 2 more short races before we get into tonight's feature event. Starting on pole in heat race number 4. So have a look at our city group holding starting grid. It's the 132 of Derek Layton. Derek Layton in the 132 on pole. To his outside, it's the 31 of Roger Wagner out of position number 2. At a position 3 in caliber 80, it's Joshua Steinke. To his outside in the Dr. Pepper number 23, it's Mike Peterson out of position 4. At a position 5 in the Raven Graphics Red Bull caliber 45, it's Doyle Lowrance. And to his outside, heat number 2 winner of Travis Snyder Jr. Nathan raced in heats 1 and 3. Green flag is out. Our final 10 laps in heat racing competition. Through 1 and 2 here at Lanier National Speedway, and they are still in rows of 2 by 2 at the moment. Top side, bottom side working. Wagner wins the opening lap. He shut the door going into turn number 1 and 2. And Peterson and Lawrence, they come together. And I dare say caution flag will fly. Caution flag does fly. We'll take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. Peterson just checked up a bit there for Derek Layton in the 122. Got a little sideways in 1 and 2, and Lowrance coming through. Nowhere to go. 1 down, 9 to go. Our final heat of the night. So a reminder, we are live on multiple different pages here tonight. We're on the Dirt Slingers Racing League Facebook page. Head over to DSRL. Give them a like and a follow. We're live on the Ultimatedirttv Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/Ultimatedirttv. Hit the like and follow button there as well. We're live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Ultimatedirttv. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. That's green flag back out on the racetrack, and we're also live on twitch.tv/Brett Wheeler. Hit the follow button there as well. We are live multiple nights during the week. Three down, 7 to go here in the final heat race of the night, heat number 4. Just 13 cars slide into the pit area here for the finale. Oh, Peterson into the wall, now to the top side of the racetrack. Lowrance goes through. Peterson comes back underneath him now into 1 and 2. Great side-by-side battle going on for 5th and 6th right now. Snyder just in front of them, your heat number 1 winner. Meanwhile, Steinke starting to close the gap on your race leader in the nice energy drink car number 31, I should say, of Roger Wagner. 3 laps to go. Final heat of the night here at Lanier for the finale. Trophy Dash up next, and then, of course, our B main and the all-important main event. Coming into turns 3 and 4, the white flag is out this time by, I believe, Wagner. Continues to hold off Joshua Steinke through turns 1 and 2. He slides up the racetrack. Steinke gets a run on the inside, going into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for the race lead, and off for turn number 4, Wagner. Getting the job done. Putting himself into tonight's Trophy Dash. In fact, well, it looks like we're 1 lap shy of where we needed to be. But nonetheless, Wagner continues to get the job done in that final lap. Roger Wagner in first. Second is Joshua Steinke. Derek Clayton in third. Fourth went to Mike Peterson. Doyle Lowrance. And rounding out the field was Travis Snyder Jr. in 6th. Heat racing done. Our Trophy Dash up next. So we'll take another quick break and come back with that one. And then we'll have the B main and A main to come. Time for tonight's trophy dash. We'll have the cars coming onto the racetrack in just a moment. Let's just take a look here. Yep, our Californian Canadian friend, Roger Wagner. Now, I'm assuming something has gone wrong on that car. Maybe a pedal issue or a wheel issue. We wait for our 6 cars in tonight's trophy dash to come to the end of pit road before they get onto the racetrack. So a reminder once again, we're live on the Dirt Slingers Racing League and Ultimatedirttv Facebook page. If you haven't done so, head over there, hit the like and follow button. If you haven't done so already, head over to twitch.tv/Brett Wheeler. It's in the link there. Hit the follow button on there. And of course, head over to youtube.com/UltimateDirttv. Hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. We're 1080p live on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to watch it in 1080p, head over to those channels. Otherwise, if you're happy watching it in 720p on Facebook, we hope you enjoy the coverage here this evening. Alright, so a change in tonight's proceeding. Top 4 only. You would think that it would have been the 4 heat winners. 10 laps, green flag. Walker leading lap number 1. Wagner and Steinke going to continue their battle from the previous heat race as they go side by side down the back straightaway into corners number 3 and 4. Steinke in the 80 machine, the black, blue and white machine on the inside. Wagner the NOS 31. And on the top side of the racetrack, Brandon Steele back there in position number 4. Side by side again, Wagner has a run coming off turn number 4. Steinke back to position number 3. And here comes Brandon Steele. Derek Walker, he is just checked out at the moment. He's got a big lead on this field in tonight's trophy dash. Halfway home in tonight's dash. Our B main is up next, and then we'll have our 30-lap main event to come after that one for the finale. We know Derek Walker, he's already going to be crowned the champion after tonight. In fact, just turning up and just turning some laps, he has already pretty much secured the championship, so a relief for the 20. Oh, Brandon Steele hard into the wall into turns 1 and 3 and 4. In fact, with just 2 laps to go, I don't believe there's going to be a caution for that one. It was just a single car. He's already off the racetrack, and now for the final time. And the back straightaway into 3 and 4, starting on the pole. In car number 20, Derek Walker finishing in first. Second went to the 31 of Roger Wagner. Third went to the 80 of Joshua Steinke, and Brandon Steele finishing in 4th. Trophy dash done. Our B main up next. Just the one B main. Here we go, our B main up next. Now, all cars will transfer. However, how they finish is how they will line up positions 5 on back. So if you win tonight's B main, you will start position 5. If you come second in tonight's B main, you'll start position 6. If you finish third, you'll start 7th. And so on until we get our field assembled for tonight's feature event. 12 laps of distance, I'm being told, for tonight's B main. Caution flag, laps not counting. We're getting set to go green flag racing this time by for turn number 4. Jeff Peterson and Travis Snyder Jr., your front row. Jason Nygaard, Doyle Lawrence, Bob Ramundo, Nathan Puckett, Mike Peterson, Derek Layton, and Christopher Taggart. Tonight's B main, and we're underway. Puckett into the wall into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to go back to the rear of the field. Lap number 1 is complete, and it belongs to, well, that was too close to call. Snyder on the bottom side. Jeff Peterson up top. Peterson's been solid all night so far. That top side is real. It's there, but, well, the bottom side is there as well. The battle is on for 3rd and 4th right now. Ramundo and Nygaard side by side. Peterson put the move. A slider on Lawrence. Taggart come through. You look at your 4 cars up front right now. Snyder continues to lead this one. 4 down, 8 to go. Here comes Nygaard on the bottom side of the racetrack. Gets tight in the middle of 1 and 2. And almost got into the side of Peterson. Nygaard in 3rd, Ramundo 4th. Nygaard with a slider on Ramundo. Jeff Peterson on screen in 2nd spot, trying to run down your race leader, Travis Snyder Jr. After winning the main event last week, he's now leading the B main. On the top of 3 and 4, here comes Peterson. Now Nygaard's finding some momentum on the top side of the racetrack. Oh no, Nygaard into the wall. Bob Ramundo into the inside wall. Travis Snyder Jr. into the wall as well. Oh man, let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. See what happened here. Well, you look at Peterson here, he got a little loose. Came down the racetrack into Nygaard and then got into the back of Snyder. And Lawrence almost capitalized on that one. In fact, it looks like he did. So Lawrence at the moment in the race lead. Peterson back in 2nd. 3rd is, so let's clarify, Jeff Peterson your race leader. Mike Peterson in 3rd. 4th is Derek Layton. 5th is going to be Nathan Puckett, Travis Snyder Jr. Christopher Taggart, Bob Ramundo, and Jason Nygaard rounding out the field. I think we had 4 laps to go. We'll wait on race control to let us know how many laps left in this one. In fact, I've been told 5 to go. Green flag back out onto the racetrack, and we're back underway. Hopefully for the final 5 laps of tonight's B main. Lawrence, the race leader. Jeff Peterson now on the inside, and they're 3 wide behind him right now. But it's hard to go off the battle for the race lead, because now here comes Mike Peterson on the inside. Oh, the 2 Petersons come together. Mike Peterson, a front flip, side flip, any kind of flip, back on all 4s. And yellow is out. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. So we'll have 4 to go, I believe, just after completing just the 1 lap. Four laps to go here in tonight's B main. Lowrance, Leighton, Jeff Peterson, Christopher Taggart, Trevor Snyder Jr. after leading the opening 6 or 7 laps in this one. Now finds himself back in 5th. 4 to go. Keep an eye on the white and blue 53 on the outside of the pink and white machine now with 3 to go. This is your battle for 5th and 6th at the moment. Snyder working the bottom side of the racetrack. Raimundo up top. Then you throw in the 32. Here comes Jason Nygaard. Final lap of tonight's B main into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Raimundo's gotten around. Look at Taggart throw the big move. Big slider into turn number 3 and 4. Off the gas, checkered flag is out, and Doyle Lowrance in the 45. Coming home with the win. Derek Clayton in the 132, home in 2nd. Jeff Peterson home in 3rd. Christopher Taggart in 4th. 5th is going to be Bob Raimundo. 6th will be Travis Snyder Jr. 7th, Jason Nygaard. 8th is going to be Mike Peterson. And 9th was Nathan Puckett in the 98. That is tonight's preliminary and heat racing action done. Now it is time for our main event. But before we get there, let's play tonight's Star Spangled Banner. All right, we are about to get underway for tonight's main event. I've been told there is no 4-wide salute. When the drivers are lined up, they are going to go green flag. Caution laps will count tonight. So that is a big turn of events. This is the first time that caution laps will count. And the first time there is going to be no 4-wide salute. So you all know what time it is right now? I'll tell you what time it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh yeah, let's get ready to rumble.
Y'all ready for this? Green, green, green. Y'all ready for this?
Alright, we see the cars starting to make their way from the back to the front. 13 drivers here this evening for the finale of the Ultimatedirttv, UWU Motorsports and Raven Graffix 360 Outlaw Sprint Car Series. Live from Lanier National Speedway. The final comes down to this. We know Derek Walker, he has clinched the title already. No matter where he finishes, I've already been told that it is his championship. He will be crowned victorious. Can he pick up the win here to cap off a wonderful season? It is time we get after it. This time by, I believe, 30 laps on the board. And let's get dirty for 30 next time by Derek Walker, Roger Wagner, Joshua Steinke, Brandon Steele, Derek Layton, Doyle Lawrence, Jeff Peterson, Christopher Taggart, Bob Ramundo, Travis Snyder Jr., Jason Nygaard, Mike Peterson, and Nathan Puckett. Our 13 cars. The finale about to roll off. In fact, it's 34 laps for tonight's main event, and we are green. Oh, Nygaard!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
That was heavy contact in the turns 1 and 2 on Snyder Jr. A move that, well, probably shouldn't have been made on lap number 1 in turns 1 and 2. Let's take a look at our Colby's R-Paint's instant replay and see there being contact. So a reminder, caution laps count any time the drivers bring out the yellow. We lose 3 green flag laps. You can sometimes lose 4, just depending on whereabouts you bring out the yellow. Here we go, pace trucking, Derek Walker, Roger Wagner, Joshua Stein.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, back on the racetrack. So a lot of the drivers using the top side of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. Leighton working through the middle of turns 3 and 4, trying to get by Brandon Steele for 4th. Walker, your race leader. And you go to Roger Wagner, Joshua Steinke in 3rd, Brandon Steele 4th, and 5th is Derek Leighton. Top 2 runners on screen right now, Walker and Wagner. Steinke to the low side into turn number 1 and 2. 27 remain in the turns 3 and 4. Walker continues to lead this field. Steele up to position 4. Raimundo up to position 5. Leighton, he's got 4 guys behind him. Oh, Leighton tags the backstretch wall. You look at the battle between Brandon Steele and Bob Raimundo going on. And Bob Raimundo's out of fuel, I reckon. He's pulling to the infield. Oh, no, tag it. Is he going to get around him? Yes, he does. Bob Raimundo needs to get off the racetrack. Yes, that car is out of fuel. Does it bring out a caution, or does he get it off the racetrack? I believe it's just going to come out. Oh, that is unfortunate timing there. Bob doing everything he could to get off the racetrack and not bring out a yellow. What a race for your race lead. Walker, Wagner putting on a show. Steele, Leighton, then there was Lowrance, both the Peterson guys. Nygaard was in there involved in as well. So we'll probably have 19 or 20 to go. In fact, 20 remain. Apologise about the background noise, just turn the heater on while these cautions are on. Lights are out. We go back to green flag racing. 20 laps to go. Here in the finale tonight, the Ultimatedirttv, Raven Graffix and UWU Motorsports 360 winning the Sprint Car Outlaw Series. Tonight we're on one of the shortest dirt tracks we have on the system.
Green flag,
Lanier National Speedway. Green flag is back out onto the racetrack. Steele to the top side. Steinke, he went down low in turns 1 and 2. Leighton trying to hold off Jeff Peterson and Doyle Lowrance. They ran side by side off for turn number 4. Wagner trying for the race lead into 1 and 2. Just past the halfway stage right now. 19 down, 18 remain. Can Wagner, can he get a first career win here? Jason Nygaard around in turns 1 and 2. Let's take a look at our Colby's eye paints instant replay. Smartly not coming back up the racetrack while the guys are coming behind him. Oh, just caught the inside wall there. So Nygaard, not a happy hunting round tonight. Puckett, man, that was close. Take a look on the right rear suspension of that car coming through. Whew, that was close. See a bit of flame coming out the exhaust there. Lights are out on the iRacing official pace truck. 14 laps to go. We'll be able to take a look at our City Group Holdings finishing results after tonight as well.
Green flag, green flag.
Well, this was meant to be a single file, but they are literally all over the racetrack. 14 to go. Oh no, Jeff Peterson hard into the wall. Let's have a look and see what happened to the 41. A big moment in 1 and 2. It's like something Like his wheel came unplugged. It almost looked like he might have even tried to overcorrect it. Green flag this time by 10 laps to go, so a heat race distance.
Green, green, green.
Steinke now on the inside of Wagner into turn number 3 and 4. Wagner up top. Steinke down low. Brandon Steele trying to make it work on the top side of the racetrack as well. Brandon Steele. He's got a chance at a podium right now. He's on the outside. Oh, he got into the back of Wagner. Unsettled both race cars a little bit. That allowed Steinke up to position number 2, but he's going to continue to work the bottom side. Wagner back to position number 2. Meanwhile, your champion out in front, Derek Walker. The battle is on for the minor placings right now. It's a 3-car battle, and we're only going to get to speak to 2 of them right now. Can the Californian Canadian Roger Wagner, can he hang on? He's looking like he's going to get second here. Brandon Steele, who is also running the outside of the racetrack, Joshua Steinke. I think Steinke may not have enough coming to the final laps of this one. Brandon Steele works to the outside in turns number 3 and 4. 4 laps remain here in the main event, and Steele, he has got third. There was nothing in it at the stripe that last on the previous lap time by a quarter of a tenth of a second, and at the line again, it's going to be this time, it's going to be hard for Carlene. Derek Walker. Peterson going to stop on the back straight away. No, he's running on the bottom side of the race. Steinke down low. Brandon Steele, he's got third with 2 laps to go. Steele now going to go with a slide job into 3 and 4 on Wagner. Oh, that could be a mistake because now that's going to give Steinke a run on the top side of the racetrack. The white flag is out. Walker is gone. He is going to come home victorious. Into 3 and 4, Derek Walker gets the win. Second went to Roger Wagner. Third was Brandon Steele. Fourth, Joshua Steinke. Man, for the final 10 laps, Wagner, Steele, and Steinke putting on a hell of a show here at Lanier. Let's take a look at our City Group Holding finishing results. Home in first place in car number 20, it's Derek Walker. Second home in the 31, Roger Wagner. Third went to Brandon Steele in the 122. Joshua Steinke home in fourth. Fifth went to Doyle Lowrance in the 45. Jason Nygaard in 6th. Mike Peterson 7th. Nathan Puckett in 8th. 9th went to Derek Layton. Jeff Peterson rounded out the top 10. We go back to Christopher Taggart, home in 11th. 12th was Bob Ramundo. And Travis Snyder Jr., home in 13th. Let's get a chat with our top 3. And home in third place tonight in the 122, it's Brandon Steele. Brandon, congratulations on third. Man, what a race for those final sort of 10 to 12 laps. I mean, and what was the racetrack like out there, the way you seen it tonight?
I thought it was pretty fun. The top kind of came in. I was hoping it'd come in a little bit sooner. It's kind of what I set up for and kind of where to run. But that was a fun race. I needed a few more laps. I think I could have got Roger. I don't know if I could have ran with Derek, but that was a fun race.
You haven't really had a whole lot of luck this season, but I guess, you know, better late than never. You know, things start to turn around, and you know, you come away with a podium here. I mean, you must be happy overall with your speed here tonight.
Yeah, it's fun. Whenever you can get on the podium in these races, it's always fun. It's always a tough group of guys to run with, so I enjoy it. I do the setup stuff by myself, try different stuff here and there, and you do what works and keep it going.
All right, well done on a third place finish out tonight. But before we let you get out of here, and anyone you'd like to thank?
Just this group of guys, and you especially. You spend a lot of time doing this, and really appreciate what you do up there. It makes it fun.
Well done on third, Brandon. There we go, Brandon Steele home in third. Home in second place tonight, it's our Californian Canadian favourite. It's Roger Wagner. Roger, congratulations. Yeah, clap, clap, clap. You're finally getting a podium.
Oh my God. Thank you, my Kiwi brother, for giving the shout out to all my people. I appreciate that. Yeah, second place. Was a heck of a run early there. I thought I had something for Derek, but just a little too strong, and it got a little narrow, so couldn't do much passing. But man, I'm really happy to come home with a second place tonight, especially with the new paint being displayed.
A couple of late cautions here, you know, really put a damper on things, I guess, but still a great race overall. I mean, you know, those last sort of 15 or 18 laps, you had a good green flag run, but man, those last 10 laps between you, Josh, and Brandon, man, you guys put on a hell of a show out there.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. Even though I wasn't up there racing Derek for that win, that got pretty intense. Brandon had a lot of drive through the center, and Josh was really making the bottom work there for the longest time. And all I was trying to do was just hang on to the car for second place and keep it up there where all the grip was. That was a blast. I mean, that's probably one of the most fun races I've had in a long time.
Well, other than getting beat last night by me at Eldora, that's a different story for another topic. This racetrack, I mean, it looked like, you know, the bottom was still there. I mean, it looked very slick, but it looked like it was still fast. As you said, you know, Josh making it work down there.
Yeah, I was amazed that he was able to hang on down there as long as he did. Actually, a couple times thought he was going to be able to get that slide job in there on the exit and really make me have to give him the spot. And he was gracious enough to leave me room to get that run on the high side. And inevitably, I ended up prevailing there. But the track was great. I mean, from bottom to top, the track was really good. It just seemed like the exit really had a lot more bite. Now, we haven't gone to our new track prep, pre-race track prep, but I think this place is going to be good no matter what you do. There's usually 2 lines to run here, and you just got to search around and find the grip. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, that last 10 laps between us 3 had to be amazing viewing.
Yeah, was it? Those last, as you said, those last 10 laps, I didn't really get a chance to check out anywhere else on the racetrack. I mean, you know, when you got, you know, 3 guys battling for the final podium spots, you know, it says a lot about this track. And also the league as well, and also the drivers. So, well done on second. Before we let you go, let you have the final say, and who do you want to thank?
I'll thank all my teammates at Raw Power Motorsports, Team RPM. I've got to thank all of the admins at DSRL. They have done a yeoman's job this entire season. We're looking forward to all the new stuff that's going to be coming up for next season. A little bit of rule changes, a little bit of track changes. A lot of new faces coming into the series. I definitely want to thank all the drivers. I mean, everybody's been great all season. Things haven't been perfect, but you know, tonight's race was amazing. I mean, we didn't have a huge field, but the guys that were here raced their butts off, and we only had a couple of 3 cautions there. One of them was for a guy got a black screen. His video card just kind of shut off, and he didn't know where he was and ran into the fence. Another guy just didn't get off the track in time because he didn't put enough fuel in the car. So we may have only gone with this race with 1, even 2 cautions. That's saying a lot. These guys have progressed a ton. I thank them immensely, and I thank you a lot for broadcasting for us for the whole season. We look forward to having you back next season, Brett.
Well done on second, you California Kiwi. Canadian.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Roger Wagner home in second. We'll now chat with our driver that comes home in first place tonight and also picks up the champion, the 20 of Derek Walker. Derek, congratulations not only on tonight's win, but the championship. Man, it's been a stellar season for you and that 20 team.
Thank you, Brett. Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
Talk about this race tonight. I mean, yeah, pretty much had a clear track. You weren't really challenged. You were challenged early on there by Roger, but a couple of cautions came out in the mid part of that race, and you're able to clear away and clear out in time, and come away with a checkered flag here tonight.
Yeah, I told Roger actually. I believe he was faster than I was. Honestly, he was right all over me pretty much every restart. The cautions got him. It seemed like every time he would build up momentum and get a run on me. So I definitely got saved a few times by the cautions. It would have been really hard to get by just because it's still that kind of one groove racing around the top. So you kind of force your way in. And I know he's a clean driver. Him and I have raced each other for years, or for like a year now on dirt, and it's always good battle between him and I. So that was a lot of fun. He definitely had me worried a little bit there for the first half of the race.
This season, you've been one of the most consistent, if not the consistent. Multiple wins. I mean, what have you? Has it really sunk in that you've won another championship here at the Dirt Slingers Racing League?
Yeah, it's really cool because when you get one, it's great, but then you start to, when you go a while without one, you start to wonder if that was just all luck or if there was a little bit of skill involved or talent. You work really hard for that second one, so it really means a lot to get it. I feel a little bit better about it now, and it gives me a lot of momentum and confidence moving into the next season.
All right. Well, before we let you go and celebrate, not only with your team, but also I know your Twitch viewers are there watching as they always do. When you go and thank a whole lot of people that make it all happen for that 20 wheels to turn.
Oh, absolutely. I want to thank Roger and Mike and Jeff Peterson. They do such a great job running this league, and they catch a lot of flack, but they keep moving forward, and they stay positive, and they're growing, and they're just doing amazing. So thank you to them. This is season I think 5 now, so season 4. So they're going to go big places with this. So big thank you to them, giving us an awesome place to race every week, and a huge shout out to you for broadcasting. I can't wait to go back and watch this one. You always get excited, and it gets me all pumped up for the next race. So big thank you to that, Brett. You've been amazing, dude. Can't wait for next season as well. And Raven Graphics, my sponsor, Doyle Lawrence. Go over to them on Facebook, Raven Graphics. If you want your car painted and looking sharp, that's the guy to go to. He's been such a loyal sponsor to me for 2 seasons now, and we're already in talks for another season. So huge shout out to him. And then my Jalopy Twitch followers that are watching the stream right now, I'm waving at them as we speak. And good job to Roger, and I believe who was it?
Steele.
I'm not even sure who got Steele. I had a good race with him in the heat race, so congrats to them on top 3.
All right, well done on the win, and well done on the championship. Go and celebrate, Derek.
Thank you, bud.
There we go. Derek Walker there with the win and also with the championship here this evening. He is crowned your Ultimatedirttv Raven Graphics and UWU Motorsports 360 Outlaw Series champion. That will do it for us here from Lanier National Speedway. It has been a pleasure all season long to bring you the racing action. We've seen some fantastic racing. We've seen multiple crews on multiple tracks. And the racing just keeps getting better and better. Well, on behalf of everyone here at Ultimatedirttv, we say goodbye. But before we do that, head over to Dirt Slingers Racing League on Facebook. Make sure you give them a like and a follow. You can head over to the Ultimatedirttv Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit the like and follow button there. You can go to our YouTube channel as well. Go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. And of course, you can go to my Twitch channel as well, which we're streaming on as well. We got twitch.tv/Brett Wheeler. Hit the follow button on there as well. We're going to be live on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channel 6 nights a week. In fact, 4 nights. I think the other 2 nights we go to the Hammerdown TV. So make sure you check out Hammerdown TV on Facebook and YouTube as well. On behalf of everyone here at Dirt Slingers Racing League, live from Lanier, It's Brett Wheeler from Ultimatedirttv saying good night. And we'll see you back next time for more racing action.